Here we get into some more. About that money, get residuals. Some more.
Yes. Yes, 2 times. Y'all know the vibes. They go.
Ooh la la, we.
They go.
Ooh la la, we.
We go.
Ooh la la, we.
She go.
Ooh la la, we.
Hey.
Ooh la la, we.
Hey.
Ooh la la,
We. Ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
Looking for M's like I lost a friend. Hop out of the bed like where the bread. Yeah, kid. You know what it is. What it do, YouTube? You now tuned in. POPAVIST, that be me. POPAVIST TV. Oh, we live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling. Back up in here one more again. If it's your first time, before you leave, please hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit that notification bell so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. Yeah. And if it's not your first time and you've been rocking with the channel since day one, then you already know how we do. You already know how we start the show. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now, people. We's in the end game. And every day is an end game. I know I have fun with it, you know what I mean? To reference to Marvel, to Marvel, you know what I mean? To reference to Doctor Strange and the Time Stone, and you know what I mean? And every day we is in the end game, and that's a fact. Like Ramadan is approaching, you know what I mean? Depending on your age, no matter your age, you know what I mean? Well, if you're young, then hopefully you still have, you know what I mean, more than dust and blood ahead of you. You have a lot of living and do before you die. But, you know, if you of a certain age, you know, then, like I always say, you have less ahead of you than you do in the back of you. You know what I mean? Like, the time is over. The time is near. So we in the end game. Today we in the end game, you know, because, so a brother was shot, killed in Minnesota. You know what I mean? It's crazy how, like, I was watching the news, and this tie only for the name. Like, out of state, I'm from New York, and I don't know how it is in a lot of other states, but I'm sure it's the same. Where they have, like, upstate street names, and out of town, they be having different names. Well, anyway, in Minnesota, obviously, it's the Brooklyn Center. Like, when I first seen the first little clip, I thought it was the Barclays Center. I'm like, oh, shit, something popped off in Brooklyn. But nah, it wasn't. It was in Minnesota. And the Brooklyn, I guess, Center Police, you know, they pulled, I think his name is Daunte Wright, young brother. And it was just a regular traffic stop, you know, so you think. Like, a lot of times when these things happen, it's just regular and everyday shit until it's not, you know what I mean? Like, until it's not. So from what I gather, and details are still coming out. First of all, condolences to his moms. Seen a little clip, you know what I mean? I didn't really see any other family members, but, you know, condolences to the moms, prayers up to the moms. It's just unfortunate when these things like this happen, and then they happen on a grand scale, viral, so to speak, you know. The Matrix that I talk about. So anyway, from what I got, it's a couple of minor misdemeanors, nothing serious. So I'm only preferencing that by saying the action that he took was like, damn, you wasn't wanted for no murders or nothing really crazy. Like, so I'm just confused of why he did what he did. And then obviously, you know, what transpired, which is they pulled him over, got out the car. Guess they ran his plates and all that prior. He knew what it was. He was letting them cuff him up. And then just at some point in time in his mind, he decided, like, nah, I'm not letting y'all cuff me up. And then he broke out of it, you know what I mean? Rustled himself off, got back into the car, and, you know, was about to skate off until the female officer came in and then mistakenly pulled out the taser, you know, which was a Glock, and shot him one time. From the video, it looked like it was 2 times, but I guess they saying it was 1 time. She shot him, you know, in the stomach area, looked like. And he drove off still, was able to drive away, and then later, you know, died thereafter. Just like the lady in Tennessee the black lady, and I can't think of her name right now. That was a regular traffic stop, had some drugs on her or whatever, you know what I mean, driving her man car, and then try to get away, jump in the car. But in that case, she actually popped at the police, popped him once, and then, you know, or shot twice, hit him once, and then she ended up getting shot at. You know, he returned fire, and then she ended up dying. So we in the end game, because it's like they I guess protesting now, rioting now. Like we in the end game. I mean, Tony, there was no other way, and really it is. You know, in a lot of cases it do be other ways, but I guess it is what it is. It's not meant to be, but rioting, going crazy, and all that over something like this, I don't really know. And as you can see, we in the end game, people. Like the brother, like I said, and this is my take. I've seen the video like twice. I mean, I just heard about it, just seen it today, rather. And it, you know, it was just like, could have just went to jail. Like, go in for the, you know, whatever warrants you got. It's supposed to be not that serious. Go to jail, go get fingerprinted, and come on back home. Now, again, you can say, all right, Lee, you know what I mean? What you trying to say or whatever. And, you know, I know what it's like to lose, to be locked up. So you ain't going to really get me over here like this for the other side. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, shit or shit. Like, you know what I mean? You got salt and pepper for one of them, then I might fuck with that one. Like, if it's both bland, then I'm not going to fuck with it. Like, but if I'm forced to fuck with it, and I got to say, damn, shit or shit. Give me a little salt or something. Like, give me something to at least make it that more doable, you know what I mean? If you will, like, I could accept it now. Like, damn it, I know this is a fuck deal, but at least, you know what I mean? And I'm being funny, but I'm not really being funny, because it's like you could have just went to jail. Like, what's the tussling and fighting? Like, where do you think you're gonna? Where do you think you're going? Like, only thing I haven't heard that a gun was in the car, or like nothing crazy was in the car. Because the first thing I'm thinking when he was letting them handcuff him, and y'all seen the video, so you know what I mean. I'm not telling y'all nothing that y'all didn't see. And if you didn't, then go see the other video. Yeah, go see the other video, but not my video. It's the video of the shooting. He looked like he was just going into custody and was going to be fine with it. And then, like I said, at one point, I was like, maybe he forgot, like, oh, shit, I got something in the car. Let me try to get out of here, get rid of it, and then go to jail. I really don't know, you know, what was he thinking? Because definitely could have been shot. Like, they could have thought he was going for a weapon, anything. But you do hear the lady, you know, saying, taser. Then she shot him. And then she's like, oh, shit, I shot him. And the other officer's like, huh, what? You know, so it's all like reactionary, like almost when they say when the players is playing, you know, when they just finished playing a competitive game, win or lose, but the loser, and they always be sore losers with the like, yeah, don't come over here with that Happyville shit. And they be like, that's why we shouldn't put the cameras on them right away. You know, players just finished leaving it all out there on the line. So it's right quick emotion. And sometimes it's good. Like they say when you drink, you know what I mean? If you drink and then you telling jokes, you really saying what you want to say, but you're doing it in a joking way. Like, so these things come about because you just come off the field like, yeah, that nigga couldn't fucking hold me. Punk ass nigga, like, you know what I mean? You come off in your head like, oh shit. So, you know, we stuck to the game plan and it was a team effort. And, you know, that's what we stick to is defense all the way. Like, you know, they come out with the rehearsed responses and shit. But normally, you know, after the game, then you might catch them on the hot mic saying something. But the point is, you can hear the instant she like, oh shit, I shot him. So do I think it was an accident? I don't know. I'm leaning towards you should know the weight, you know, your equipment. You know, this is what you do every day. You know, you train in this. You're trained in it to be in it, to patrol and do all these things. You know, it was two men there. I mean, it was, you know, it looked like, you know, she ain't even trying to restrain. It's really like you just went for that, I guess. I don't know. I know the tasers is yellow, some of them that I've seen. I don't know that they're the same color. If they are, then I could be wrong. Could it have been avoided, though? That's the thing. Like, if he would have just, and I know we get that on, especially on social media, Black Twitter, you know, people be wilding a lot of times, a lot of trolls. Sometimes it's funny. I be with the popcorn, too. Like, oh, I'm here for the comments. And then sometimes it's just be out of control. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm sure it's going to be people like, you know, still he should have been caught and got away. They could have went and got him. And all those things are true. All those things are true. They could have just let him get away. Like, fuck it. Why even tussle him, right? Let him go. Now maybe he'll kill somebody on the highway. Who knows? Like, just let him get away, then we'll go, you know, execute the warrant later. I guess so. But the thing is, you know you're not a murderer. You know you're not Pablo Escobar. It's lightweight for you. You know what I mean? Like, it's light. Like, you know what I mean? His mother said he got a 2-year-old daughter, I believe, or a 2-year-old child. So, you know, it's just unfortunate to see stuff like this happen, whether it was a mistake. Now, obviously, if it was done maliciously, that's possible too. Like, I don't push it past people. You know what I mean? When it comes to stuff like that, you in the law order. And I know people in law enforcement, you know what I mean? That I went to school with, you know what I mean? And it is what it is. Like, I have family in the military, you know what I mean? Serve for the country. So, you know, it is what it is. I got friends, so I'm not against that. We all have to choose our paths. Whatever you feel good sleeping with at night, that's what you sleep good with at night. Like in the end game, when it's the end game for everybody, you know what I mean? Not individually. Yeah, we all, in my belief, you all gonna be called to the table. Like, yeah, you're gonna answer for the shit you did. That's what I believe. So, you know, I try to walk and do, you know, and live a certain way. I'm not perfect. I'm definitely not an angel, but I do have that in mind. Like, oh yeah, at the end, you know, none of this is just for nothing. Like, moon don't come out, sun don't spin, water, you know, like, you know, we don't control those things. So when the end game comes, that's just what it is. But could she have done that shit on purpose, seen murders, you know, but you're black and Black Lives Matter? We talk about that in a minute. Yeah, you see the sign. I mean, could she have been in her mind like, oh, I see all these other motherfuckers getting away with it. I wonder what it would be like for me to just fake it or say, you know, with the right circumstances. Could she have been contrite in that moment and thinking of it like every day, thinking of it and then waiting to plot, you know, like the song, just waiting on my moment? Like, could have been? I don't know. I mean, I'm not in her head. I don't know. I know from the video that I seen, again, it's unfortunate. You know, obviously, I wish the brother would have just went to jail. Like, because the thing is this too, because people will be like, well, even when you obey, and I have this argument as well, because I've been pulled over mad times and my rights been violated mad times. And I'm a light-skinned black nigga. Like, yeah, I get pulled over too. Like, yeah, I get pulled over too, and I have got pulled over. You know what I mean? And they use the same shit that they always use, whether it's in New York, upstate, Philly, fucking Virginia, Minnesota. When, you know what I mean? When I went down Super Bowl, fucking no matter what I try, I hit the streets. I'm out here. And I drive, you know what I mean? And I fly as well. But the point is, I done got pulled over mad times in different states. So you can't, you know, just say, oh, it's New York, you know what I mean? Or whatever it is, behind rental cars, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I got pulled over a lot of times. And a lot of times my rights was violated. It is what it is. The point that I want to make is, yeah, could she have, you know, did that shit on purpose? Yeah, it's possible. And we'll find out, I guess. But the rioting and all that is still, we got to hold him accountable a little bit. Like, all right, bro, you got pulled over. You was about to go into custody. Did the nigga whisper in your ear like, oh, yeah, we about to do you dirty or something like that? Like, I wish I could, you know, I wish he could say like, yeah, I thought this. Maybe he could have lived. Like, yeah, I was stupid. I should have just went to jail and I never would have got a stomach shot and damn near died. But he ended up dying. You know what I mean? And I know if we can time stone it back, just a womb and he lived, he probably would say like, I was some dumb shit. Should have just let them take me to jail instead of trying to fight and tussle and do X, Y, Z. You know what I mean? But you're black. And now we're going to riot and, you know, and burn shit down again because he decided to, you know, pull some highway shit, like some movie shit. So the same thing with the black lady, and I can't think of it, but I did the video. So go see the other video with the lady from Tennessee, the black lady, 31 years old or 34. What are you doing? It's some real cowboy and Indian, like it's some real, just some movie shit. Like, that's all you can think of. Like, you get pulled over for a traffic stop. You got a little bit of coke and a little white lines and a little bit of marijuana. And you end up running for your life or trying to get away, popping at the police and then getting shot and getting killed. Crazy. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. Like, damn. So, last point is this. People will be like, yeah, even when you follow the rules, you still gonna get laid down. They're gonna gun you down. They're gonna shoot you down. They're gonna kill you. And we have seen instances where the people that's saying that in the back, the people in the back, I totally hear you and I understand that. Like I said, I got pulled over mad times in different states, different cars, renteds, my shit, other people's shit, family shit. Yeah, you know what I mean? Smell a little bit of weed and all over dumb shit that they use. So I know what it's like to lose, to feel so desperately that I'm right, yet to fail. I know what that feels like. And the people in the back that's saying that, y'all absolutely right. We done seen people follow all of the fucking rules and still get done dirty. But the thing is, if you could get done dirty following the rules, then why would you even try to not follow the rules? Like, fuck it, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. But if you take the approach he took, you know what I mean, and the approach that the lady took, you end up shooting it out with the police or getting shot. Like, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? I don't get it. You know what I mean? The same thing with the Atlanta shit. I think it was Atlanta with and I can't think of his name because there's so many people. You know what I mean? Papoose got to write songs about this shit because the list be mad long. So I get it. The dude that fell asleep and he was drunk and he fell asleep and they were like, couldn't let him sleep at all, walk away. He was about to go in and then he started fighting and going in with the police and then get killed. It's like, shit. Yeah, they could have just locked, restrained him and took him to jail and all that. But the thing is, if you could follow the rules and get done dirty, get shot, police, oh, he moved, he had a gun and it's a fucking comb, it's a cell phone, shit like that, then if you pull some Batman shit, you know what I mean? If you try some Avenger shit, you going down. You going down. And that's what happened. It just so happened that she wasn't, so we think, she wasn't even trying to do it. She was trying to tase the nigga, so she say. You know what I mean? So it's unfortunate. What y'all think? Like, should he just had know when to hold, know when to fold? Should we be tearing up this motherfucker now? Like, yo, there's another black brother killed, then let's kill. And let's speak about black people getting killed. but you're black, yeah, you in the back, you black. And I was duped in too for a little bit. That's why you see that fly, you know what I mean? I was selling these on Shop with Pop. Yeah, support black on black business. Yeah, Shop with Pop on Instagram. You could get the fly masses and you could get the cozy souls and all that. But yeah, you know what I mean? Had the fly little masses, you know what I mean? Black lives matter, you know what I mean? And black lives do matter. So I'm being funny, but I'm not being funny. Because the thing is, I went to a few marches, you know what I mean? My ass was out there, you know what I mean? Not getting pepper sprayed and getting kicked in my ass, but I know what that's like too. I know what it's like to get the baton put on your ass. You know what I mean? Hit with it. I know what it's like to have that happen. And it's not a good feeling. But in the instances where I was, out marching and just a little protest, people like, yo, come out, come through, come with us, support us. You know what I mean? I ain't drop everything I was doing to do that shit. But when I was available and the people that asked me to come, it's like, oh, I'm going to come out too and support and rock with the people. Cool. I didn't get paid to do it. And I'm bringing that up because the Black Lives Matter, the founders or some of the founders, and I don't say their names right, but y'all know who I'm talking about. If y'all don't, all you got to do is Google it. Shit going to come up like that. So apparently one of the ladies, she out here living the best life. Like, she really living her best life. And she not going back and forth with none of us niggas. Like, she's living the good life. Like, once she get her card activated, she's back to Vegas. Like, yeah, like, I'm out of here. And I'm being funny again, but I'm not being funny. So how you a whole activist? Like, you a whole public servant? And, I've been looking at, some of the other channels when it comes to this and politics. I don't really want to get into that over here because over here, we deal with sports, hip hop, popavisms 101, dope interviews, and motivation. Yeah, you know what I mean? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so when I upload videos like this, you get alerted. Yeah. So, politics and religion, up north and even out here for the people that like to go back and forth in those spaces. You never really agree, you know what I mean? Like I said, I took courses, I studied for my own, personal reason, you know what I mean? So I could sleep good at night, you know what I mean? And feel comfortable with what I know and what I think and my beliefs. Cool. no compulsion over here. You ain't got to do shit you don't want to do. At the end, we all going to be judged. That's my belief. But in the meantime, live your best life. So the founders, or some of them, she allegedly, supposedly, got homes in the Bahamas, homes, next to Tiger Woods and fucking Justin Timberlake. Like, yeah, like she living, I'm good. Like, I'm good. Like she all the way good. And then you see, the people from the families who lives, was really impacted and was devastated because of, police doing some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? The bad ones. Because I won't sit on here even and say, yeah, fuck the police, but not fuck all the police. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how, I know all police is not bad. I know that if some shit happens with a family member or, relatives or somebody, a loved one I know, or a friend, you know what I mean? A friend, an associate, that's not with the shits, something happens to them. Yeah, they're going to have to call the authorities in. They're going to have to do that. They're going to have to go down to the precinct and make it so they're going to need people to come help them because I can't come help. I can't be 911 in the bat line. So, and again, like I said, I know people on the force. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You got some assholes and you got some good ones. But the point is, the people who was affected, you know what I mean? The joints that went viral, the Browns, you know what I mean? The Rices, all these, how the Black Lives Movement, swarm around them or swoop around them and come to the forefront somehow. And now they fighting the power on some public enemy shit, but then swoop back around and say, but you're black. But you got a $3.5 million house somewhere in the Poconos? And it's not the Poconos, I'm just fucking around. It's in the Bahamas or somewhere. But they was like, yeah, Tiger Woods and Justin Timberlake. Anytime you hear those two names, oh yeah, you's a baller. Are you a baller? Oh, yeah, I mean, you know Menace Society out part when Kane jacked that nigga, you know what I mean? Took his, we supposed to be brothers. But we supposed to be a lot of things. And, it is what it is. I think it's real interesting. I always say, like, I don't really know what goes on. You know what I mean? There'd be a lot of theories out there. There'd be a lot of shit that kind of like look like it's blatant for all to see. And we just got to call it what it is. Call a spade, and, a spade is a spade. Even if you throw out a club, it's going to be a club. It's not going to be a spade. Thought I was going to say spade, right? Not negative. Some other people, like on the Breakfast Club, so to speak, they were speaking about Tamir Rice, you know what I mean? Tamika Rice, or Tamalery Rice, I meant to say, you know what I mean? And, they was like, she worked hard, she did this, and, and I'm not saying that she didn't. I don't know personally. I donated, though, you know what I mean? When I was caught in the wave, feeling good for the people and all that, sitting in my house, on my computer and my phone, too, in the house like y'all and shit, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I donated, and I say that to say, I always try to support, cause people I fuck with that do different things. That's who I am. I've always been like that. If you doing something and I rock with you, or you doing something and you call me up like I didn't know, and you like, yo, XYZ. If it ain't gonna cause me nothing, or even if it do, you know what I mean, depending on what it is, I'm all for it. So that's my character. That's always who I've been. So I seen a couple of speeches, feeling good. Ooh. No real researches and digging because there's no need to do that stuff yet. You know what I mean? I guess. But as more stuff come out, time goes on, and there's more public eyes. Like, oh, well, let me see who these people is. Let me see what's going on. And then checking out other channels where other views are. Then I match it with my views and see if shit is adding up. Or do I got to look at with the side eye? So they came out, or she came out like, I never met, the Tamir Rice, in person and things like that. And then, you see, like, damn, you never met in person, but you Black Lives Matter. Or I thought, and it's kind of confusing for you to remember the originator. Because now, I mean, like, you just get those lines of like, it's confusing. You know what I mean? For you to remember the originator. And boy, do I hate a perpetrator. But I'm much greater. Like, you got to quote the Daddy Kane line is like, are you Black Lives Matter or are you not Black Lives Matter? Are you just popping up anytime there's some Black Power shit going on, or now you're in commercials and you're doing this, and then again, it's that $90 million, and then you hear this lady got not one, not two, not three, not 3.5, like almost four houses. She got 4 rings. She got 4 houses. LeBron got 4 rings. And he was like, not one, not two, not three. Like, oh, you got a whole 4 or 5 houses. Like, but niggas in the hood is fucked up. Like, you know, people who you representing, who you supposed to be on the front lines for. Is this money coming back to the community? And then even and I can't think of his name. I want to say Mike Brown. I think his pops. And if I'm mistaken, then I'll probably, you know, write the edit. You know what I mean? Put like I'm mistaken. But I think it is him. He asking too, like, what's up with this 90 million and all? Where's all this money going? I mean, like, you know, money is just flowing right now everywhere. You know what I mean? So these are the things that make you go, what's really going on behind the curtain? And what's really, really, really good? Like 90 million and you got 4 or 5 houses, you chilling with Tiger Woods and all that. And in the all-exclusive white neighborhood. Like, I mean, I'm not saying, you know, you had to come to the hood. If you from the hood, you from the hood. Like, you know what I mean? I understand why you want to get out. A lot of ignorant niggas running around doing fuck shit. So I get it. But to do it on that level and the position that you got, the eyes that's potentially on you at all times, like all eyes on me, live the life of the thug nigga till the day I die, getting high as a buck. Like all eyes is on you constantly. Like you got to watch what you're doing now. I mean, to me, that's what, you know, when you hear about the politicians and these people that funnel these monies through these organizations and do fuck shit and take briberies, it's like, y'all stupid. Like, you stupid. Like, you know what I mean? Stupid. Dummy. Like, you know what I mean? Like Big said at the end of the joint, and you still recouping. Stupid. Like, yeah. Like, you know what I mean? This goes out to you. This goes out to you and you in the back. Y'all stupid. That's why my money never funny. And you still recouping. Stupid. Like, we in the end game. Like, you know, you just, you know what I mean? It's like the Goodfellas, classic, iconic movie. Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, but you're black, and Lethal Weapon, when he said that, after they did the heist, and they was in the bar, you know what I mean? And if you ain't see the movie, then go watch the movie. But it's a classic, iconic movie for so many reasons. But one of the, to me, you know what I mean, watching as the age I first seen that, and then watching it multiple times after, you know, as I got older. When they was coming in the bar, you know what I mean, and Robert De Niro, and I forget his character name in the movie, and homie came in with his wife, and she had the mink on, and one dude had the Cadillac, brought the pink Cadillac or whatever it was, and he was like, "Yo, what's the matter with you? Did you lose your mind?" And he took her coat off, you know what I mean, wrapped it up like, "Yo, what's wrong with you? Hey, like, I gotta smack you in the head? Like, what, you a fucking flower pot head? Like, are you stupid? Like, are you dumb? We just booked these niggas for 1.5 million, like 1.5 million. No names, no serial numbers, like, you know what I mean? Like, 1.5 million. You know what I mean? Like, we don't trust anybody in this business. We're not supposed to. Y'all gonna bring attention to yourself? Come through, you know what I mean, with the mink on and all that, with the pink mink? Like, oh, you Frank Lucas and you Frank White and these niggas, you's an idiot. And so in essence, for the lady who I can't think of her name, it's too much shit. I can't keep up. But you know what I'm talking about. The Black Lives Matter lady. You know what I mean? The one that's in the news now. And she got mad cribbos. Yeah, like MTV cribs, 4 or 5 of them, not one, not two, You know the public eyes on you. And then so that leaves me to leave with this, because I got to get out of here. If you know the eyes is on you, right? I mean, I'm just saying, because you a PhD, you smart. You was able to figure it out and get millions off the people. And I'll say, I'm not innocent. So, you know, you ain't kill nobody. And I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's a lot of other fuck shit and fucked up things that people do for the bread. And to me, they're not even. You know what I mean? And I told y'all this from another video. Crime is not the same. You know what I mean? Rape is not the same as robbery. Selling drugs is not the same as, you know what I mean, doing other things, to me. And you could have it how you want in your book. And that's why we not making the laws. But the point is, if you know you got the eyes on you, and whether you're doing something wrong or not, like say you are doing, I mean, especially if you're doing something wrong, because then you just stupid. You know what I mean? You're doing it and saying, look at me. But if you're not doing nothing wrong, but the position you hold could be potentially, they could change the narrative on you. You just got to be careful. And so lastly, that leaves me with this. if you know mad eyes is on you and you hold the position you hold, like what's the position you hold? Can you really match it? You know what I mean? Like triple artists, only your single go and go. Why are you doing what you doing? Oh, because you don't give a fuck. You one of them people that don't give a fuck. You going to take from the black community. I'm going to just exploit and take, and then I'm over here with that shit. And there's nothing you niggas could do about it because I'm up here, and that's that. Is that the attitude that we doing? I mean, I just want to live my best life at 37. You know, she's 37. She's younger than me. Best life. You know what I mean? Like, shit, you chilling with Tiger Woods and Justin Timberlake? Shit. Like, so what's y'all thoughts? Leave a comment. Definitely want to know what y'all think. Anything y'all want me to talk about? Yeah, we going to be rolling still. You know what I mean? It's POPAVIST TV. We live. We rolling. We unscripted. We authentic. That feeling back in here one more again. You know what I mean? Like, let me know your thoughts on the shooting. Let me know your thoughts on the Black Lives Matter. You know what I mean? Where's the money going to? Follow the money. That's what I say. Wherever the money is going, that's where you have a good indication of what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, who's benefiting off of this shit? You already know it's your boy POPAVIST. Yeah, kid.